right, guys, this is a video for those out there that are competitive athletes, whether it's triathletes, running, biking, swimming, endurance sports specifically, where recovery becomes paramount. So this is our philosophy on the four pillars or the umbrella of recovery so that you can get back onto the field or the track or the pool as best you can to be basically your best self. You train a lot, you train a ton, but if you're not recovered, you're not going to be at your best. So let me talk you through a little bit of this. Number one, we talk about sleep. So there's a lot of things coming out right now in the media about how important sleep really is. So most people would say if you're not getting your 7 to 9 hours a night, you're going to be compromised. You're going to have an issue with sleep. A lot of us, we work stressful jobs, maybe we're in school, we have a lot of things going on. This is the one component that if not done well, it's gonna cause other problems down the line. The second big thing is nutrition, right? So if we're in an endurance sport, what we put in our body fuels us. So if we're either eating too much or eating bad food or drinking alcohol, we're gonna be dehydrated, we're gonna have an issue. Number three is stress. Now it's important how you define stress, right? So we all have stress. Some of it is good. Training at the appropriate amount is a good stress on your body. However, emotional stress, relational stress, work stress, all those things impact you negatively. Specifically, you could even see it in an objective measure if you took your blood work. So if you had a very stressful day, week, month, and you took your blood work, you would see certain stress level hormones and blood markers to be elevated. Over time, if that continues to be an issue, it's going to affect your performance. The fourth way is how at our practice here at Strive to Move, we can have an impact on your recovery. We call it modalities, right? So there's a lot of different things that we can do to have an effect on getting your muscles to recover better, faster, and stronger so that you can get back competing at the highest level. The first one is our Theragun, which I don't have here today. Many of you have seen it. It's an instrument that helps to massage the muscles, stimulate muscle, get blood flow to the area, help you get loose and back onto the field or onto the track as well as possible. The second is something that we call a complex recovery unit. Now, what a complex unit does, it's different than typical stim in that it actually has a specific frequency meant for recovery. The typical stim that you'll get at a normal physical therapy office doesn't have that same frequency. This is specifically made for endurance athletes to help you recover, all right? Another thing that we have here is, many of you may have heard of in the past, it's been called Graston. We call it instrument assisted soft tissue. Basically, it helps to stimulate what they call mechanoreceptors, get blood flow to the area, increase fascial perfusion, all that fancy word to say it's going to help your muscles recover faster. It's another option we have that we could work on thighs and on legs and on arms as necessary. And the fourth one, which many have seen, it was made famous in the Olympics by Michael Phelps, the Olympic champion, myofascial cupping. All right, so myofascial cupping goes on the skin. It's that causes those welts. Don't worry, those welts aren't painful. But what it does is it basically decompresses the tissue. So you put the cup on, and it basically lifts the skin a little bit to help blood come to the area. Remember, the number one thing in recovery of any injury or any soreness is getting more blood flow to start the healing process, right? With blood comes healing cells. Okay, so those are basically what we use in our office to fuel your recovery. But if we didn't mention the other three components here, you're going to have a problem. So let's make sure that we are aware of these, all of them, and keep those in mind, especially as you're training for something important. Thanks.